Excuse me. Hi. What's your name? Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
I thought you were cute. I wanted to stop
Thank
you.
you. What are you doing tonight? So you should pop in.
There's a 7-step formula that any guy can use to instantly get a girl attracted in 60 seconds or less. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact formula so you can steal it for yourself and get results like my client David, who used this exact formula to get an instant date on his second ever cold approach. And if you want to get insane results like David from your cold approaches, click the first link in the description. So to show you how this formula works in action, I'll first show you the very short and brief interaction from start to finish, and then I'll break it down step by step and outline each step of the formula so you can steal and use for yourself. Excuse me. Hi. What's your name? Benjamin. Nice to meet you. And you?
Hi.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
I thought you were cute. I wanted to stop you.
Thank you.
What did you guys order?
This is a latte with cold milk.
It's a little basic. I'm
Why?
kind of judging the drink a little bit. You got to get something with a little bit more spice. What about you? Did you get something more respectable?
What is it, spice? Does it have spice in it? Chai latte? Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit more
Why is mine
sophisticated.
basic? What?
You're kind of fitting like the basic white girl vibe. Starbucks, blonde. Got the athletic wear on, but we can work with
Well, I'm
it.
going on a walk.
We can work. Okay, I'm not
Going in
judging.
heels?
No, of course not. You look great. Where is your set from?
I have no idea, to be honest.
They should be paying you for making it look so good. They should be giving you a commission.
Yeah.
There's no good ones. I'm just calling it like it
What
is.
are you doing tonight?
What's up?
What are you doing tonight?
Probably going out. I'm living. Are you guys visiting?
Yeah, we're visiting.
Where are you visiting from? Ooh, very nice. I like.
Visiting our friends here. We'll be at Sexy Fish.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm around the
8:30.
corner from there.
So you should
Yeah.
pop in.
Yeah, I will. Do you have Instagram? I'll shoot you a message.
Yeah.
Now that you've seen the full interaction, here's a breakdown of the 7 subtle steps that built attraction in less than 60 seconds. Starting with the first step in the formula, and if you mess this up, you have an 80% chance of your interaction failing miserably. Get her attention at a safe distance. Excuse me. Hi, what's your name? Now you notice I got her attention and I said excuse me when she was more than 5 feet away from me. This step is so important because it allows her to do her stranger danger evaluation of you at a safe distance before deciding if she wants to give you the time of day or not. If you approach a girl too close and you invade her personal space, or you do it too last minute, she's just gonna blow right past you. You also want to get directly in front of her path so that she can see you and you're not having an awkward conversation off to the side. Nice to meet you. I thought you were cute. I wanted to stop you.
Thank you.
What did you guys order? Now that the open is over, I immediately move on to the second step of the formula, which is establish intent. Initially, her friend and her were kind of looking at each other and were uncertain about why I stopped them. Now, the reason I establish intent is for 2 reasons. Number 1, so she knows that this is a romantic interaction, and number 2, because of the context of the approach. Notice I was already standing still waiting to cross the street when I kind of locked eyes with her and I saw her, and until I established my intent, she and her friend seemed a little confused as to why I was stopping them. So establishing that intent makes them understand the context of the interaction. What did you guys order?
This is a latte with cold milk.
After establishing intent, I immediately move on to make an observation, and I simply ask her what she's drinking. Even small basic observations like this are great so that you don't go into boring interview mode where you're forced to ask normal small talk questions like, where are you from? What are you up to? These can work, but observations are more natural and they give you more flexibility in terms of what to say next. It's a little basic. I'm
Why?
kind of judging the drink a little bit. You got to get something with a little bit more spice. What about you? Did you get something more respectable?
What is it, spice? Does it have spice in it? Chai latte? Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit more
Why is mine
sophisticated.
basic? What?
So notice here how I tease her drink choice, calling her basic, just to add a more playful dynamic that gets her more engaged and moves further away from just the boring small talk. Finding small playful ways to tease like this are really important because it makes the conversation a lot more fun and emotionally engaging. After teasing her, I immediately engage the friend, which is really important because you want to make sure that the friend is an active participant in the conversation. the worst thing that can happen is you don't engage the friend and she drags the other girl who you really like away from you and the interaction is completely burnt. So knowing how to keep the friend active in the conversation is important, and that's why I asked her, what about you? Did you get something a little bit more respectable? I'm using a tactic known as the triangle tease, which is basically where I playfully pit the two girls against each other in a bit of a competitive way. I called the one girl that I'm interested in basic, and then I go to the friend and I say, well, what about you? Did you get something less basic? Did you get something better than her? So now I'm playing them against each other. It keeps both of them engaged, and it also just makes the conversation a lot more fun and playful. You're kind of fitting like the basic white girl vibe. Starbucks, blonde. Got the athletic wear on, but we can work with it.
I'm going on a walk.
We can work. Okay. I'm not judging.
Heels?
No, of course not. You look great. So now that I have both of them engaged and invested in the conversation, I do the next thing, which is playfully profiling. I've talked about this before. It's when you tease and make jokes about a girl fitting a particular profile. Notice I called her drink choice basic, and then I said she's fitting the typical white girl stereotype of getting Starbucks, having a latte, wearing an athletic set to go on a walk. And you notice it immediately gets her way more engaged, and she starts to playfully joke back with me. This is perfect because now we have an emotional back and forth with tension and stakes in the conversation, and at this point we're only about 30 seconds into an interaction with a complete stranger off the street. You look great. Where's your set from?
I have no idea, to be honest.
They should be paying you for making it look so good. They should be giving you a commission.
Yeah.
There's no good ones. I'm just... Now that I've playfully profiled her and her friend are more invested in the conversation, I transition to asking her where her set is from. I do this on purpose because I'm gonna deliver a compliment. And you notice I do the next step in the formula, which is the most important, and that is complimenting the girl with intent. I don't just give her a basic compliment like you're cute or you're pretty. Now that we've established some rapport and we've had a conversation, I'm able to give her a much more relevant and specific compliment that conveys even more intent. This way, the romantic man-to-woman vibe is established strongly, and it makes the whole conversation way more flirtatious and romantic. Also, notice how much smoother it is when I compliment in a way that's relevant to the conversation. I ask, where's your set from? She tells me where it's from, and then I say, oh, well, they should be paying you to make it look so good. And then I look her up and down in a suggestive way. When you deliver compliments like this, it's way more smoother than something that's out of left field and feels forced and contrived. There's no good ones. I'm just calling it like it is.
What are you doing tonight?
What's up?
What are you doing tonight?
Probably going out. I'm living. Are you guys visiting?
Yeah, we're visiting.
Where are you visiting from? Ooh, very nice. I like.
Visiting our friend too. We'll be at Sexy Fish.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm around the
Flirty.
corner from there.
So you should pop in.
Yeah, I will. Do you have Instagram? I'll shoot you a message.
Yeah.
So notice immediately she actually escalates on me. She immediately responds by saying, what are you doing tonight? Implying that she'd like to see me again. Once I tell her my plan, you notice she doubles down and tells me her plans and invites me to go and meet her by saying,
So you should pop in.
and as you can see, once you implement this formula correctly, you will have built massive attraction, and a lot of times the girl will ask you out, like you just saw her do to me. And the best part about this is that if you do it right, you can literally have this done in 60 seconds or less. I mean, this whole interaction, by the time she asked me for my number, is about 65 seconds in. Now, if you want to learn exactly how to implement this formula for yourself step by step, then you'll want to check out my full in-depth approach course where I show you exactly how to master this formula with dozens of examples and breakdowns just like this. And I give you a full copy-paste blueprint from going from approach anxiety and never approaching a girl to getting approaches like this that end in girls asking you out. So click the link in the description to check that out. And if you'd like to work with me personally to coach you through your own approaches and interactions, to hold you accountable and to get you out of your own head and into interactions with real women, then apply for my private coaching program below. Spots are limited because you're personally working with me, so if you're interested, apply ASAP.